people problems. Bettina Ortiz y Mena was not accustomed to waiting, a former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. Of course, the exceedingly bronze Strawberry Blonde was these days the wife of Miami Auto Parts tycoon Herman Ortiz y Mena. At every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence. She was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today, she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange canvas director's chair and stare out at the gently lapping turquoise water while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large noisy group taking up the entire terrace and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. She felt like walking up to their table and handing out her dermatologist business cards. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats, all that the trinket shop on Dunmore Street. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were. The women tanned, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted or botox. Why did such people have to come here? Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen. Julie, honey, what's the dealio? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table. The fringe on her crochet Pucci Crofton top shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the women, with a shock of pixie-cut blonde hair manning the main stove. Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up first just before you did, Julie replied as she handed off a bowl of spicy conch chili to waiting server. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all the space? Well, the tourist in the red fishing cap is the Duke of Glencora. His party just boated over from Windermere. That's his royal huisman. You see, moored off the coast. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen? I'm not impressed by big boats. Bettina huffed, although secretly she was rather impressed by people with big title. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party scrambled on the terrace with new eyes. These aristocratic types were such strange breed. Sure, they had their Savile Row suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in fitted white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating but sat watchfully, sipping glasses of seltzer water. I assume that's the Duke's security detail. They couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know that we're all billionaires here in Breland and this isn't how we roll? Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guests. They did the whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See that Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table? Bettina squinted through her Dior Ecstasy sunglasses at the portly, balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeved golf shirt and gray trousers. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he is? That's Alfred Chang. He looks like their chauffeur. Doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive Jane Riemann around in Falcon Crest? From what I hear, that chauffeur is the most powerful man in Asia. What is his name again? Alfred Chang. He's a Singaporean but lived mostly in England on estates that half the size of Scotland, so I'm told. Well, I've never seen his name on any of the rich lists. Bettina, I'm sure you know that there are many people in this planet who are far too rich and powerful to ever appear on those lists.